Are your chickens looking off, less active, or having less egg production? Well, you could be dealing with parasites. And before you treat your chickens, you want to make sure that you know what's actually going on. Hi, I'm Carly with Farmer Analytics, and today I'll show you how fecal egg count testing can help your flock on your farm. Some common internal parasites for chickens include roundworms, coccidia, and capillaria. There's many more, but those are just a few that we see pretty commonly. The most common roundworm we see is Ascaridia galli, and the life cycle of this worm actually starts in eggs that are deposited in the feces, and then the chicken turns around, pecks that right back up off the ground, or eats a earthworm that's infected. Roundworms are large and can block the small intestines, especially in younger birds, and this can lead to poor growth or even death. Coccidia are protozoa that are shed out in the feces of the chicken, and after 48 hours they become infective, and then the chicken turns around, picks that right back up off the ground, and becomes infected over and over again. Coccidia are protozoa that damage the gut lining, and this can cause bloody droppings, diarrhea, and poor growth. Capillaria or hairworm, again, are shed out in the feces of the chicken, and then those eggs are picked right back up off the ground. And the common thing here between all of these parasites are that by scratching and pecking on the ground, these chickens are picking up any sort of eggs or or infective larvae that are left on the ground, dirty bedding, or just in general by ingesting feces. Capillaria or hairworms are much smaller, but they can cause chronic weight loss and can lead to reduced egg production if not checked. All of these parasites can actually be present without any clinical signs or obvious signs until it gets too far and animals start to get sick. Most backyard or small-scale flocks don't get regularly checked for parasites, but it doesn't mean that parasites aren't a problem or can't become a problem. And just simply guessing when to deworm can lead to resistance and also lead to wasting dewormers and a big waste of your own money. So the first way to change that is to start by fecal egg count testing. So a fecal float will check your chicken's droppings under a microscope for parasites. We measure how many eggs per gram, or EPG, are in the chicken's droppings. This tells you if your birds have parasites, what kind of parasites they have, and how big that parasite load is. So you wouldn't take a medication without knowing what was wrong first. So we don't want to do that with our animals either. So why do fecal egg counts matter? Well, targeted control really helps you determine what the problem is and how to treat it correctly. That way you're treating with the correct dewormer, you're treating the correct animals, and you're not wasting money on mistreating or treating when you really don't need to be. Targeted parasite control keeps your flock healthier longer. No more blanket deworming. Blanket deworming can lead to long-term resistance to dewormers and essentially make those dewormers ineffective when you really need them. Knowing your fecal egg counts is especially valuable for meat birds, egg layers, breeders, and showbirds. By correctly treating and managing parasites, you'll see a better feed conversion rates, you'll see better egg productions, and overall better health of your flock and your animals. Using our testing services is really quite simple. We simply ask that you grab a dropping from your chicken. This should be freshly deposited. This is a little bit easier to do it first thing in the morning. And grab that fresh sample, put it in a container or baggie. Keep it refrigerated till you ship it. And then ship it on ice directly to us. And once we receive it, you'll have results within 24 to 48 hours. The results are super easy to read. You'll be able to see which parasites that we found and at what rates or eggs per gram are in that manure. This helps you make a database decision on whether that's a heavy load that needs to be treated or whether your animals are doing just fine. Once we get your sample, we'll take a look at it, we'll analyze it, and let you know exactly what's going on in your flock. Our reports are really clear to read, there's no jargon, and they're just simply exactly what you need to know. Our report shows species, eggs per gram counts, and if you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer your questions. Healthy birds means more eggs, higher growth yields, and happier animals. Don't let parasites get your flock down. Click the link below to send us a sample today and get started with us. Feel free to drop any questions in the comments below or contact me directly. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you next time.